All right, welcome. Welcome back to another episode of What is Reality. And we have a special guest, Demornay. Go ahead and let them know. You already been on this channel before, so
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back, man. Always some good energy this way. But shit, y'all know me. I'm Demornay, Kylah. Or
yeah. So send me all your informations and the things that you want me to link down below. And
bet,
make sure y'all check her out, show her some love and some support.
bet.
And as you can see by the title in this episode, we're gonna be talking about recentering yourself, grounding yourself, and things of that nature. Before we got on, I was just telling Demorney how, I find myself always existing in the ethos or beyond the now at moments.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit can be hard being in the now when you're so used to being here but not being here at the same time.
Indeed. It, I definitely, oh, my bad.
Mhm. No, you straight, but no, I just want to like how I told you, you on this episode specifically because you really one of the ones that I look up to when it comes to recentering yourself and grinding yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw you the alley.
Mm-hmm. But shit, it's really about staying present. And we have the ability to travel to the past. We have the ability to travel to the so-called future, and we have the ability to stay right here in the now. But it can get tricky to stay in the now when you have all of these plans for the future, or you have all of these subconscious thoughts about your past. So you're constantly trying to create something anew instead of staying present in exactly what you are in now and staying anew. So, me personally, it looks like I can be chilling, or I can be doing a task, or I can be creating something, but my mind travels so far out that I'm thinking about the possibilities of what could happen, or what I can do, or what I don't want to happen. You feel me? And all of that comes from things that I've experienced in the past and things that I want to experience or can potentially see within my future. But remembering, in order to stay in the true alignment with that, you have to be present with what's going on within you now. You have to know to basically just center yourself out and be one with all the things that you are feeling, all the things that you are experiencing, and face them head on. You feel me? Sometimes you just gotta put all bullshit aside, all, you feel me, all projections from other people aside, all projections from yourself aside, all of these frequencies that's coming to you on a daily basis. Cause we wake up and we so headstrong on our day that we don't even think about how we feel in that moment, or what we're thinking about in that very moment. You're not thinking about you, you're thinking about all these other things that you are attached to, or connected to. You don't have to be attached to them, but typically these are things that aren't in your present moment. See, like right now, I'm doing this podcast, but I could be thinking about what's happening, you feel me, what's about to happen 3 hours later. But instead, I need to be channeling my energy right here, feel me? But in so many cases, like, even I can give a good example, like when you're driving and you kind of go just in the autopilot. This is a good thing and a bad thing, because you can do things that are just, you feel me, by memory to you, and just installed into you. You can drive that vehicle, know the turns, know, you know what I'm saying, be present within all of that, but you're not necessarily present in giving your energy to what you're doing in that moment. You're probably thinking about the destination you get into, or what's going to happen at the destination, or what happened 3 days ago before, you feel me, you even thought about this destination. Either way it go, you wasn't present in the now. And not
All
to
right.
say you can't think about, you know what I'm saying? You can't think about the future, you can't think about the past, but these things are more so tools, and not to be overindulged in the moment. You feel me? If a thought or just a frequency, what I consider a thought is a frequency, hit you a certain way, it's probably just signaling you for something. It's not for you to open that tab and go, you feel me, just dive into the vortex of that energy that's hitting you. Cause shit
Mm,
could be a distraction, or it could be something that's just pinging you to keep within your, you feel me, to keep within your subconscious for you to be conscious about a different time. But either way it go, it's shit about staying present and filling your energies out, keeping your mind clear, keeping your heart in a good space, and just flowing for real. Hmm.
Thoroughly,
Hell yeah.
thoroughly. That shit, that was well said. I'm gonna touch on a few points that you had said.
Mhm.
As far as okay, being present to a line you had mentioned, and also what you were saying at the end as far as not being present.
Mhm.
So when you're present, or at least from what I've realized, being present in the moment, already knowing what you deserve, that's how you're able to basically receive
Mhm.
without having to overwork or overindulge, like you were saying. And once you're in the midst of not being present to receive a certain outcome, or just in general, then you're gonna attract a whole bunch of bullshit.
Mhm.
Just like the morning was saying, like when you driving, your ass on autopilot basically.
Mhm.
You be out of there. And if you out of there with a quote unquote negative mindset, or you just thinking shit that you're consumed by, then anything can happen in that moment. That's how niggas be getting into car accidents.
Mhm.
Niggas be they don't be paying attention because they not here for real. And they
Mhm.
be thinking about dumb shit. They end up crashing.
Mhm. And that happens in so many cases, because you can like relate driving just to existing in general, because we all just a moving vortex. You feel me? Everything around this motherfucker, you, the shit you looking at, the shit you can't see, is all a vortex, constantly absorbing and spitting out energy. So you feel me? If you can stay in your flow of consuming what you need to consume and spitting out what you need to spit out, being aware of your environment, being aware of your body, being aware of your mind, then you can stay grounded. You feel me? And it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not always gonna be perfect. You're gonna be in your head a lot, and it's a good thing to be in your head, but in what ways? You know what I'm saying? Are you utilizing it to, is it conducive? What you got going on in your mind, is it conducive to your current moment, or is it creating stress, or is it creating all of these different possibilities and different outcomes that just could be, versus you hitting the T on the energy that you trying to create for yourself for real. And I find myself just practicing this so much, especially within these last couple months, is just one upping what I would consider negative thoughts, or thoughts that just didn't serve me. You feel me? Like, if it wasn't serving me, or if it wasn't serving a greater purpose, then I'm trying to one up it with something better. And not to say you can just always be happy go lucky and replace something negative with what we consider something positive, but more so just looking at it in an aspect of growth and something like a clear flow, versus
Mm.
just being stagnant. And now just imagine a tornado glitching. It can't continue turning, so it's just in one spot, just glitching. That's you.
Bullshit.
Hell yeah. You just
Nah, no bullshit though, because even in the midst of that moment, I don't know, this shit just came through. A lot of people may feel present,
mm-hmm,
but don't have the ability to observe and transmute, So you can be present, but be getting consumed by a whole lot of shit unconsciously,
mm-hmm,
not even knowing, you know what I'm saying? And that's how shit
And they got motherfuckers conditioned to think that just because they empaths, that you have to feel everybody's shit, or you have
Come
to,
on, man.
you feel me? You have to feel all of this shit when you can utilize that shit for your own power, the greater power. You feel me? Like, if you feeling energy shit, you transmute that shit and transmute the energy something that's serving you. And I don't want to just throw out words like, okay, because some people don't know how to transmute or what to do with energy. You feel me?
Mm,
So even that starts at a base level of being aware within yourself and getting grounded and calling back your energy and being aware of what energies are you consuming right now and how you gonna move that out of you. What center, what part of my body, you feel me? What place does this energy hold in my mind? Where can I go and visit this energy, grab it by the motherfucking neck and say this my shit? You feel me? Like
exactly.
versus, oh, this is just happening to me. I feel it. This is something fucked up happening to me, or something fucked up happening to other people, and I feel it. No, it's all bad. But nigga just grabbing this shit by the wheel for real, actually driving it and utilizing it for the greater good instead of getting used. Hell,
Bro,
cause
I love that it get used because even the most recent video I made was about just the thought realm and how niggas are controlled by entities. And
mm-hmm,
I was in a phase where, nigga, I was being consumed by the entity of anxiety.
mm, mm.
And so, and so like, you know, niggas already know how that go. You have anxiety when you're around people, you start to feel discomfort and all that other shit. But I got to a point where I was like, bro, I'm not finna depend on nothing external to help me transmute or control this anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
So what I started doing was purposely putting myself in situations to where I would have a panic attack or anxiety.
Oh
And,
shit.
and within that moment, instead of panicking, I'm
Mm-hmm.
transmuting, I'm talking with myself, I'm receiving, I'm surrendering
Mm-hmm.
so it can just flow because that's what emotions and thoughts and energy is. It's all energy to just float if you let it. Once you get consumed by it, that's when shit start attaching to you and popping up in your reality, confusing you and all that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. That shit like the ocean, for real, for real. All this shit is powerful as fuck. Energy is powerful as fuck. Just just our thoughts alone, powerful as fuck. But just like when you get in the ocean, bro, the ocean either gonna toss your ass around or you gonna stand your ground. You feel me? Be able to just flow and move with the waves and the motion that is going. But hell yeah, man.
Truly. This shit is interesting because it's interesting because this shit really simple. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like you were saying, a lot of niggas just feel like shit just be happening just cause, but niggas think life be lifing, but whole time it be because of you. If you not present, then what the fuck are you gonna expect?
Mm-hmm. And then people gotta realize, like, it's just so much shit going on. Okay, so that shit right there is like, I don't know. Have y'all ever seen that episodes of SpongeBob? If y'all listening, like, just think about the episode of SpongeBob where they was throwing all that damn cheese down. You remember that episode?
Hell no, they was throwing cheese.
Damn, they was throwing like blocks of cheese on fish hooks down to all of
Ooh.
the fish and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
they was so like it was some chaotic energy going on within Bikini Bottom. But the fisherman, it was a fisherman above the water, and he was throwing cheese and using it as bait. And everybody who wasn't like in their true awareness of what was going on within the city and within their current moment, they was getting hooked by the cheese. So
Mm.
that's pretty much what be going on down here. Like, you get hooked by any and everything. You can be consumed or caught up by any and everything, including yourself. You can have yourself pinned up against the wall just based off of a thought and a frequency. Because all of this shit is energy, and all of this shit is spirit. No matter what, everything is running through a frequency, and you can either get locked into that bitch or you can continue flowing. But if you present within yourself, then you'll see the things that's coming towards you. And not to say you can just see your thoughts, but you'll be able to clearly see, like, when I close my eyes, I can basically just be in my own realm entirely. But I can see the things that are weighing me down. I could see the things that are uplifting me. I could see the things that are just there. I could see the things that are just benefit me. And I could see the things that are literally just there to take energy from me. Or I can see people that are there just to give to me. But, and that comes with people, places, things, and everything. But being present within myself gives me a choice to be like, all right, what do I want to accept within my reality? What do I want to create? You feel me? I'm co-creating with everything and everybody, people, places, things, and spirit at simultaneously at all times. So,
Facts.
what and who and how am I going to connect with this? You feel me? And like we were saying earlier, but the shit really is easy. It's just a matter of fact of having all this extra shit going on around you. You can't be attached or consumed by all of the extra shit. Like, our mind is literally like flies to light. You feel me? Like, we ping and pick up on every single little thing. Not everybody, but we ping and pick. Majority of people ping and pick up on everything subtly too. But it's just about not getting so distracted by these things, just being present within you, for real.
That shit so it's funny because oh shit. It's funny because having the choice to make these decisions is what's key. Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of niggas have the awareness to make these choices, but they choose, you know what I'm saying, to make the choice that don't serve them any higher purpose. Example, a lot of niggas that's into sports, they fucking quarterback get hurt, these niggas crying. Like dead ass crying, getting consumed by niggas that they don't even know.
Mm-hmm. Ada.
And that exactly, and that shit alters your reality. Because for one, we ain't even gonna get too deep into that, but I love the fact that you did say, talking about the impact. Everybody's an empath, but it's a choice to feel. A lot of niggas be like, oh, I'm powerful, I'm psychic, so I feel everything. I hate the fact that I can feel and hear niggas' thoughts and all this shit. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
nigga, it's the choice. It's up to you to transmute that energy for your higher good. It's up
That.
to you to be consumed by that shit. You can feel it for a reason, you know, so create that barrier for yourself in order to not feel. And that shit comes with being in the middle of the crossroads and making that choice. It's truly simple, but you just have to observe yourself enough to know, yeah, so I'm straight. But you just have to observe yourself much to know basically what the hell you consuming in your reality and what you're being consumed by.
Indeed, indeed. Awareness, for real, for real. Clear sight. Don't let this shit pile up on you.
Hell no, because you can't be present. That's the that's the word of the day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Be present to receive on God. Literally, that's one simple way to tap into your feminine energy because you at a receiving state when you just being.
Yeah. And then what's crazy is I can sit back and think about nature within itself and us, and how both aspects, like, when nature just rawly moves without anything fucking with or anything trying to contribute to what it got going on, period, it does exactly what it needs to do, and it don't give a fuck about what happens. Feel me? It's not thinking about, oh damn, well, I'm a tornado, like this hurricane shit. I'm a fucking tornado and I'm about to hit water and I'm gonna create a hurricane. It's not thinking about that. You feel me? Like, it's literally just being a tornado. And then it naturally turns into that. So you gotta just naturally be you. You feel me? And we actually have the cognizance, you feel me? Like, of being able to be aware of certain things. So the fact that you can be aware and have clear sight and be raw like nature and just create and just be, give you a one up on pretty much everything to me. Like you can you can create and destroy however you want to create and destroy as long as you present within yourself. Ain't gonna be no disruptions in your shit. Like a lot of people and a lot of things that we view as ruthless, or you know how people say some shit, people be like, oh, why would he say that? But it's some shit that they was thinking. It's because that person would just naturally just do it with no fucks given about what the so-called repercussions or actions behind it will be, or what people gonna think tomorrow, or what people could think 2 days later. They just doing it. So,
Come on now, that's deep.
but hell yeah.
Deep shit. Deep shit. That's deep as hell. You gotta understand. Come on, man.
Big facts, man.
I appreciate you for this episode and for this insight. For I learned a lot in this short span of time, so I'm grateful for you, fam.
Facts. I'm grateful for you too, family. Definitely had to chop it up on some more podcast shit, as always.
Indeed, indeed. More on the way with the more than man. Y'all make sure, like I said in the beginning, look in the description below. Support her, show her some love, man.
I
Until
appreciate it.
next time.
Till next time.
No, you go ahead and say what you gotta say. That's just my closing. I'm done.
Oh shit. Shit. Much love to you niggas. I don't really got nothing much to say. I appreciate y'all for listening. Shit, I appreciate Nas for bringing me on the podcast per usual. It's always a good space. Always a very elevated space over here. But hell yeah, that's about it.
Indeed, fam. We gone.
Alright.